Simon Ninja Online, guys. Welcome back to Two Worlds. This is chapter 25, and when we last left off, we were down south, not in the actual south, but we were down here. We were at abandoned camp. We had just cleared it out. We ran out of time. What I'm hoping to do, well, what I am going to do is come this way. We're going to find the secret grove that was mentioned at the Forgotten Settlement last, and then we're going to go from there. But first, what we're going to do is make some potions. So I grabbed everything from the chest there, including the enchantment stones, which we don't actually need. But basically the way it works is you put something there like that. So let me actually do it for you for a second here. Well, wolf heart would be a good start. So you grab it, you put it there, and then what you want to do is try to make a potion that you can kind of like, it's the best way to put it. See, if I was to make this right now, first of all, I need two objects. Click on it. Now it comes this. So basically you can name it. We're not going to be naming any of the potions, but this one, what it does is it poisons us, but it increases our vitality. It lasts for 4 minutes. That's alright. So we'll take that. But then of course, if you were to think about it, you have poison, 80 health. You want to put something in there that would increase health. I think you can pour potions in there. Yeah. So you do it like that. If this works out, so there you go. Cures all poisoning, so you don't actually get poison, and it cures poison. Heals a certain amount, increases vitality. There's the there's what it does right there. So basically we're just gonna quickly make potions. We're not gonna make them to the best. We're just gonna make them whatever we can make them. Which I believe you have a total of a 10 count. Yeah. So like I said, we're just going to make a bunch of potions. This will get us some money. And then we'll just go from there. And of course, you never want to mix permanent effect with temporary effect. And the reason for that being is it cancels out the permanent effect. And then if it cancels out the permanent effect, obviously it's not worth it anymore because it's not a permanent effect. So, Potions 101, teaching a little bit of chemistry. Like I said, these aren't going to be optimal potions, not even in like the least. Just because I'm throwing this all together just to melt it down into get us money from these potions. You're not going to make a whole bunch of money. Really, the only reason we want to do this is for the permanent effect ones, but and you'll know which one's permanent effect because it will tell you, like, right away. It will say, click the wrong spot. It'll be something like this where it says effect is permanent. So really, right now, we only have, 2. Because that's the only 2 we saved. You can choose not to save them, which is what I'm doing. I really shouldn't have saved that because I don't think there's a way to get rid of them. Unfortunately, but that doesn't matter. What else do we got? So all that stuff is permanent. Use that. These. That. What was that called? Might of 9, okay. I thought it was something else for a second. Not even gonna lie. But yeah, so in case you didn't know, instead of saving them all, if you don't want to save it, you can just delete formula. But like I said before, there's no actual way to get rid of the formula once you have it saved. I don't think anyways. Which is the only crappy part, but meh, it's whatever. I don't think I actually have to grab it from there. We'll try, we'll see what happens. No, yeah, I do have to grab it. will make all the temporary, and that's another thing too. Depending on what you use, if you use a bit of whatchamacallums, these stones, you're more likely to make other things like the enchantment gems and the bombs and whatnot. That's only with the temporary effect ones. The permanent effect ones actually give you potions. But any traps and stuff we make, I'll definitely save the formula for that. Just so I'll show you guys at the end of this video what formulas we have. Mainly just the trap ones. So those will be the ones we discovered together. All the permanent or all the temporary effect ones, I'm not gonna keep. If you guys want to learn those out, I'm sure you can find a book somewhere. Oh, and the other thing too was the Isa, that Isa quest. Because when I got this game on Steam, it was the whatchamacallums, the Epic Edition, I think it was. Anyways, regardless, it comes with a walkthrough, and normally I'm not one to reside to a walkthrough, but just because of the nature of the game and the quests and stuff, I figured it's fine. So, anyways, though, yeah. So after reading it, I do remember it, and he's dead, but he's off like the beaten path, so we have to find him. It's not what's the word I'm looking for? It's not terribly hard, but it's gonna bug me that I have these new potion recipes there now. But oh well. And the reason these ones are black writing and these are in gray is because I have the ingredients for these potions, whereas these ones I don't. This is the only crappy part about when you get a crap ton of like ingredients, because you can only cook them 10 at a time. So even if it's spread out amongst 10 different ingredients, it's only 10 max still. It's 5 different ingredients and 10 max, no matter what. So, but regardless, now I mean I could totally do this off screen, but because this is the first time, I could add one more thing there. Dumb. Because this is the first time, I'm not going to. But anytime after this, I'll do it at the end of the video after we finish recording. I'll do them all like I'll I'll cook them all together, perform the alchemy, you know. It's a good way to get rid of your wolf hearts too, because we had at least 300, I'm pretty sure. I should have did more with that. My bad. It'll be better once we get to the permanent effect potions. Because then we'll be getting rid of these potions out of our inventory too. So I'm surprised we haven't discovered a way to make any of these freaking fire gems or anything like that, the enchantment gems. But in all honesty, it's not a huge deal. I'd prefer it over the traps because I'm not going to use the traps obviously, but it's whatever. We're almost done the temporary effect ones. Pretty sure everything else I have is permanent effect, so you don't have to worry about that. Because like I said, those ones are going to be the ones worth it, just because of the fact that it's going to increase your stats permanently. Should have checked to see if there was anything, but I'm pretty sure. No, I still have these emeralds. I think it's just actually, yeah, the Reaper Muscle too. I was gonna say, I think it's just the emeralds, and then I seen the Reaper Muscle. Keep that one. Look at all these potions. Fuck. Permanent, 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 permanent. Yep, yep, yep. I think everything else we have is permanent effect now. Oh, well, the mushrooms aren't. Never mind. Just seeing the mushrooms now. Almost done with the temporary effect potions. That's actually a really good potion. We'll keep this one. Alright, so it's time to get real with it. Now, it doesn't really matter, as far as I'm aware, what you throw in it, because it still gives you a potion and it increases all your crap anyways. Take that. We'll drink them all at the end. Like, I mean, at the end of the alchemy, not the end of the episode. Wouldn't wait that long. So that one actually gave us a fire gem, because it was all rocks, I'm pretty sure. But on the bright side, it was a 50% fire gem, so we'll keep that one. Don't think I need any of that right now. No. Go ahead and keep going. There's a 50% poison gem. We'll take that. Like I said, a lot of the stones just make gems. But because they're such high quality, it's really not that big of a deal. It's 8, 9, 10. This is 2 or 3. It's gotta be 2. This is 3. Shit. One of those things weren't a permanent effect. Fuck. Whatever. That's what happens when you mix permanent effect things. You end up wasting it. Fucking amethyst, that's what it was. These amethysts and sapphires. Well, it was bound to happen. At least you guys see firsthand what happens when you do that. Nah, it's not a huge deal. It was only mana and strength. The strength is kind of a big deal, but we'll get over it. An archer first, so it's not going to hinder my guy. We're almost done here. Gold one. Lightning, right on. And the reason it's 50% is because we're using so many. If you use less than 10, it won't be... Like, I think this one's going to be, like, probably 10%, maybe a... Oh, no. We got a good, nice cold... Don't ask me why we got a cold one from that. I forgot about these, too. And all these friggin... All this crap, too, actually. Actually, we're not done. Hold that thought. Didn't even notice all these. Not gonna lie. So let's get through this. Like I said to you guys, it's gonna be a good majority of this video. The first half of it's gonna be brewing potions. Should have said it right in the intro there so you guys could skip it if you didn't want to see it, but I mean, after a couple minutes, I'm pretty sure you guys would have learned. Pretty sure. Is that not the one thing that just... Oh, yeah, because I'm not saving it. That's the only thing about not saving it. If you don't save it, then you have to, Is it different? No, it's not. The only thing is, if you don't save it, then you have to keep, deleting the formula. I don't think I did anything off screen. I sold the things, but I didn't buy anything. Almost certain of that. Yeah, that's right. We can't brew one thing. So I think that's officially it. Sucks that these don't stack. They do stack, but it's because they're made differently. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here. Gonna get rid of this. Don't need that. I'm not even sure if I can get rid of that, by the way. I think that's it. Open our inventory here. Dexterity, strength, willpower, and protection against lightning. That's what it is now. Pop that. Willpower, physical protection, protection against cold, protection against fire, protection against lightning. It's all good to have. Show you what it is now. We'll go pop that. So only really came out with 2 permanent effect potions, but that's fine. So there's our new stats. This jumped up a fair bit, so we have a ton more mana now, 962, which is great because this only cast cost. I'm getting all tongue-tied. This only costs 60, so now it like barely takes anything away from us. So all in all, never mix permanent effect with temporary effects, as you guys found out from watching me finding out the hard way. Well, I already knew about that, but and the other thing was. What's the other thing? Oh, make sure you keep an eye out for anything that is permanent effect. And if you have room for it with your character, go make alchemy potions, or take alchemy. Get it to level 10 before you do this, and then keep going because, like I said, it's really good. And you don't get bad money from it, too. There he is. So we have 52,000 right now. We're going to sell everything we have here, which is all temporary effect, 100%. We'll see what we end up with. It's not going to be a whole lot. Like, power looting is still going to be much more profitable than alchemy, especially if you take into consideration the time, the effort you have to go through to get half of this crap. But still, we made about 20k off of that, which really isn't that bad. I'd say it's actually pretty good. Don't have any of those. I don't really need that. I carry them just in case, but I don't really see us getting into a situation where I'm going to be at risk. And to be honest, I don't even want to buy any more health potions right now just because of how good our healing spell is. Okay, so let's go down here. I think I was finished looting this place, but I'm not entirely sure. Good chance I might not have been.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, I think I was. Unless there's something in this chest. Like how it's broken. Nope, we were. So, like I said, we're going to head this way to the Sacred Grove, and we'll go from there. Back on this main path. It sucks about the whole strength thing. That's the only thing I really gave up. Like I said, the total mana thing wasn't a huge deal. These guys are wearing full fucking, like, look at this. They don't look like bandits. They look like fucking, like, ex-mercenary guards. Like, really, like, wealthy. I don't know. Get some high quality shit. Like, this guy almost looked like, when he was running up to me, it looked like he was wearing a full set. But it's just the power of seeing his armor. Well, he got the shot off that time, but he's not going to get off anymore. Look at that. One hit fucking heals us. Yeah, I'd say. And it barely even, like, dented our... Well, I didn't want to say dented. It barely even touched our mana. The mana's full again. And like I said before, I'm not going to be looking for any more armor So I'll probably just skip over that. I'll still be looking for better weapons and shields and stuff. But the armor, just because of... I don't want to say it was a hassle to find, because it really wasn't that big of a deal. But still, I want to keep it. I actually like the way this armor looks anyways, so... It's not a huge deal. And in all honesty, 90% of the crap we're going to find now that's better is going to restrict us from like swimming and using bows and shit like that, so we're better off. The boar looked all screwed up. That's red eyes. Pretty sure it's this way. It might be... No, it has to be this way, and that's another permanent effect one. I think the Centurion was for dexterity. Yes. Wasn't dexterity the one I lost too? I might have lost dexterity. Actually, no, I didn't. Because that was the first potion. Never mind. The dexterity would be a bigger deal. Got a magic source. Path kind of splits off in a couple different directions. We're going to go up here first, though. I was going to say, I know I'm going to pull those guys. 3. Going to go with the assumption that was only 3. Right on. Eagle's Head Fort. We found a giant. He doesn't look too friendly. Fucking kill him in 2 hits, no big. Solved the quest, by the way. Web of Fear. There's a chest over here, too. Never forget about this chest. Sometimes you'll find good stuff in it. Apparently not, just kidding. Guess can't loot that chest. Nope. Sir, no. If I would have continued on, I probably would have found a teleport over there, but because I didn't find one, oh well. I want to come down this other path to the east anyways, so it'll be fine. We'll make it back there.
Let's have a look.
For sure, because I want to go cut across and head, say east, I meant to say head west this way. But I want to actually head east when I go back across, to get to that node. How'd that not kill it? I must get a critical with that first hit. I remember coming down here, though. It's not really the greatest. But because we have a bow, it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I got a critical with that first hit. Damn. It's kind of worrisome. Because obviously my bow is my best, like, weapon. Arguably. I mean, it all depends on what you're fighting, too. Don't know if I'll get a clean shot. Oh, I did. Fucking one hit him. That's great. Hit the wrong button. Totally meant to hit T, not R, but that's fine. Sabertooth. It's a decent shield, but not as good as mine. This guy might have a contender, though. Nah, not even close. Yeah, 2 chests too, right on. Nothing I want. I know for a fact that axe is 2-handed.
Let's see.
Nothing I want. See if there's anything I can condense now. Surprisingly, no. Alright. Let's drop that teleport stone, get rid of some of this junk, and then be back on the grind. We're going to be heading to Gorlin for the next little while, just because it's the closest city. Might not be the closest merchant, but instead of scrolling across the world map to get to a teleport, we'll just head to Gorlin. I mean, if I really cared about saving, you know, a couple seconds on the walk, I could just drop a teleport stone, like, literally right here, but that's whatever. We'll see what he has. 50, I don't need any, ooh. Wouldn't mind that, though. Anything else? Mine's 750. It's gonna be hard to break that. Mana saver. Definitely want that. It's all he had that I wanted. Now let's sell him all this crap. It's where the real money comes into play. This is why you power loot. Make good money. Get rid of that. That. Definitely don't need any mana potions with this character. Cool.
Hail, stranger.
And I believe those guys give me a bonus anyways. I think we get 15% better. 20% higher prices for our goods. So realistically, what we should be doing to min-max, not that I care, but to min-max, we should be selling to these guys, the Gritza, so it'll give us 20% better prices, and we should be buying from the Merchants Guild because we'll get 30% off. But that's only if you're like really into min-maxing. And then even then, realistically, what I should have been doing would be save everything I get the rep to the highest I can, and then sell it all, and you know. But we're not gonna be that. We're not gonna be that crazy about it. I mean, considering the amount of money I've had in the course of this character's lifetime, I've probably had at least 500,000. I've had to have. Just wait. Let's go this way first and see what's up down here. I think it's a dungeon. It is. So we'll clear out this dungeon. Okay, that's cool.
Looks like it's my lucky day.
It's still leaning to the right too. You notice that?